coming to you live and local. Using Dragon Pride, this is SGHS Sports Stream, powered by Wirecast. Sponsored by Dwayne Doza's Auto Body and Auto Sales. And Ciro's, and exclusively brought to you by Ste. Genevieve High School. All right, welcome to the game today as Ste. Genevieve's softball team will host their first home game this season, at least for us anyway, that we're available to do. And they are hosting the visiting team, the Kingston Cougars, who come in. With me today is my partner in crime, Broden Eagle Eye Kreitler. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. You know, it's beautiful weather out and just excited to watch some Dragon softball.
Yeah, you might hear a little bit of feedback from the microphone. A little wind blowing out straight to left, it looks like. So if somebody gets under one, they might send the ball over today. We were normally going to try with two cameras, but we were having a little functionality problem with one of them, so we'll try and hit that next time. But we will be able to give you what we got right now. So coming into the game today, St. Gen is 3-2 right now on the season, losing a game on the road yesterday to Murfreesboro, Illinois, 12-2. And Kingston is 0-2 right now, looking for their first win of the season. In their overall meeting, seasonal-wise, historically, St. Gen and Kingston have played 13 times, and St. Gen's come away with 13 wins, at least at this juncture. And so Kingston's looking to try and pick up a win today, their first one in a long time, in about 14 years now, coming into it. As they go over the rules, they're in the batter's box. We can go over the lineup real quick. So today for St. Gen, they will be, leadoff will be Nix, followed by Bird, Beckerman, and the cleanup spot will be Beckerman. Then the number 5 spot will be Lawrence, and then Kremer, Bowen, Woke, and let's see, I think it's Weiner? No, what am I saying? Wiener, right?
Wiener.
All right. And then Carlson will be catching, but she's a flex player, so she'll be on the flex side of thing. Now looking over on the other side for Kingston today, they'll be leading off by Porter, then Bloomingstock, Rudolph, and the cleanup will be Harrington. Number 5 will be Whitehead, then Whaley, Perry, Horton, and batting 9th will be Boyster. And Brianna Walk will be starting today on the mound for St. Gen. You can see right where over the summer they, excuse me, they inserted the new light system here at St. Gen's softball field, as they're putting a lot of hay and stuff on the sideline where they dug up the dirt and everything, trying to replenish the grass here. But they did that, I think, towards maybe the end of the summer, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, and then kind of just let it sit. So we hadn't seen the lights yet here.
Kind of interested to see how they look. I haven't seen them at all yet. So
normally we won't see that unless you stay for the JV game. So St. Gen's baseball team yesterday took it on the chin against a visiting Duchesne. Duchesne had a very good offensive team and overall, well, as they 10-run St. Gen in 5 innings. We will be back in a moment after the national anthem. All right, so coming into the game today, St. Genevieve girls have definitely put on a little bit of a display of offensive firepower this season as they've been putting the bat on the ball. They're averaging 8.2 runs a game and only allowing 7.8. So overall, they've been offensively fairly decent. They've just had a few inconsistencies here and there with some of the fielding on the infield, and like anything, a new team starting out at the beginning of the season, they're going to take their lumps, making basic mistakes, overrunning the ball, sometimes making errant throws, things of that nature until they can kind of settle in. But I will say that in the next about 10 days, we're getting ready to go into spring break here after Friday. We'll be gone for about a week, but the softball will not, as they play the heart of their season, and they put up almost 10 games in that time. So they are going to be
that's a lot.
Putting up a lot starting from today on. And it's kind of, the meat and potatoes of their season to see where they're going to be at. So by the time we come back from spring break, they're going to be probably where they need to be as a team, at least kicking on the, who's going to be starting consistently, playing well, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Lila Porter steps up to the plate here for Kingston to start off. Wolk delivers. Ball's fouled off to the right. Strike one. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the ballpark, as we just now saw the first pitch of the game. Wind's blowing slightly out to left. A nice sunny day, about 78 degrees out. Perfect for a game.
Yeah, beautiful weather.
And pitch will be a little inside as the count goes 1-1. So if you're out there and you want something to do today, this would be a great day to come and check out the team in action. As the boys actually went to St. Vincent, so they're playing over in St. Vincent right now, trying to pick up their first season win, as they are 0-3 right now. 0-2 in tournament play and 0-1 regular season in their first home game. Voff delivers. Ball on the inside half. And the count is 2-2. So with Deuces wild, Walk gets up to the mound. She goes into the windup, and the pitch. Ball's hit up the middle, flagged over by the second baseman, and that'll be out number one for St. Gen. So nice job by, is it
Lawrence.
Addison?
Addie Lawrence.
Addie Lawrence, yeah. Nice, easy fielding and right over. So that'll bring up Kendall Blumenstock. She'll be the number 2 hitter for the Cougars as they look to try and get one on. Walk delivers. That's a strike. So Wolk is a sophomore this year, I believe. She got a little pitching action in last year as a freshman. That ball's up, and she's looking to try and establish herself as one of the main go-to pitchers on the team this season. So 1-1 count, and the pitch. She took a little off on that and crossed over. Nice job there on that pitch. And it's 1-2. Top of the first. Well, gets in, 1-2 pitch. Fouled off the hands as Blumenstock stays alive here. And nice job by Wolk as she is getting ahead of the batters today so far in the first two. And I know that's been one of the things that they've struggled with is getting ahead in the count as pitching. Ball up, goes 2-2. Deuces are wild as Walk goes into the windup, and a swing and a miss upstairs, and that'll be a strikeout. And out number 2 is Wolk rolls Blumenstock the chair, and that brings up Kaylee Rudolph. Rudolph, the number 3 hitter for the visiting Kingston Cougars here. Walk wasting no time, goes to that, throws the ball up. Rudolph, the catcher, pretty stocky build. Looks like she could swing it a little.
For sure.
Let's see how she does here. 1-0, and she takes a big hack and misses, so the count goes back to 1-1. Sun playing in and out of the clouds a little bit. One minute you can see the scoreboard perfectly, and the next it's kind of out of focus. Oh, nice pitch on the inside half as Rudolph is kind of crowding the plate. But Wolk throws one inside and hits the corner. Count goes to 1-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And she'll go down swinging.
Oh, yeah.
As Wolk 1, 2, 3, and St. Gen comes in and they go into offensive mode as the Cougars head out to the field, and we'll be back in a moment.
Located right here in St. Genevieve, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is a trusted name when it comes to keeping your vehicle looking and running its best. Known throughout the community for quality work and reliable service, Dwayne Doza and his team specialize in auto body repair, helping restore vehicles after accidents and bringing them back to life with expert care and attention to detail. But it doesn't stop there. At Dwayne Doza Auto Sales, you can also find a selection of dependable used vehicles, giving customers a chance to find the right car at the right price. What really sets them apart is their commitment to customers. With honest service, strong local roots, and years of experience, they've built a reputation people in St. Genevieve can count on. Whether you need repairs or you're searching for your next vehicle, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales is ready to help. Stop by and see why it's a go-to spot for drivers in the area.
All right, so getting back in it. We're in the bottom of the first as Lila Nix will step to the plate, the lefty. Nix playing center field. Looking to try and get something started here for the Dragons early. And ball's hit straight up. Second baseman's got a beat on it, and she'll bring it in. And so nice catch there by Kaylee Rudolph. Lila Porter is the pitcher today. That'll bring up number 11, Gracie Bird. Bird, the shortstop. Takes the first pitch, looks to bunt it. Down the line, she's going to try and wheel it out, and she's going to get there as Porter is not able to come up with it cleanly and throw it.
Just kind of fumbled it there.
Yeah, overran it a little bit.
Couldn't get control of it to throw it. She had time, but lucky there for Bird.
So Bird will reach first with 1 out, and that brings up the number 3 hitter, Olivia Beckerman. Beckerman, one of the power hitters, and Bird on the run is going to take second easily, and no contest. And the delivery, ball's hit up in the air to left field. It's floating on her, and it's going to fall fair as left fielder miscue misses that one. And so looks like Esme Harrington, as the ball's kind of going to drift a little bit to the left with the wind blowing, and it just kind of drifted out, but it was enough to land right on the line. And Beckerman will reach second as Bird is on third. So ducks on the pond for the number 4 hitter, Beckerman. And ball 2. kind of up. So Beckerman going to have her choice of what she wants to hit here. She can either take it or hack away. So 2-0 pitch. Ball upstairs. And we'll see if Coach gives her the take sign here. With 1 out. Scoring opportunities for the Dragons here. Pitcher in motion. Throws the ball low and in the dirt. That'll be ball 4. So Beckerman will walk. And that'll bring up Addie Lawrence. Lawrence, second baseman. Looking to try and pick up an RBI or 2 here by putting the ball in play. Should be the number 5 hitter. Porter trying to dig herself out of a hole here. First pitch inside. Ball 1. You know, those miscues, they always seem to compound, it seems like. You know,
Yeah.
a little missed ball opportunity with it in the air. Nice pitch inside, just misses. Addie didn't back off. So 2-0 pitch. Perfect. If you want bases juiced and take a swing at something here.
For sure.
And ball upstairs, 3-0. Got a feeling she might let her take the.
Oh, yeah.
And in this, if she walks, she gets an RBI.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. And it's a non-at-bat. And she does take it upstairs. That'll be a walk as they rotate in, and Bird will score for first run for St. Gen. As the Dragons playing musical corners here. Porter looks inside, digs in and throws. Ball up. She's having trouble hitting the zone right now. I believe that's 8 straight balls,
Yeah.
9 straight balls in a row here. Allison Krimmer hits one into left center. It's going to fall, and 2 runs are going to score. And they're going to go ahead and send one more in. So Krimmer clears the bases with a 3 RBI double in the gap.
That was a great hit there, and Dragons were able to score off that. So looking good offensively for the Dragons here early.
Yeah. So Bowen steps to the line here, and with 1 out and man on second, she takes a ball upstairs. Kennedy looking to drive something out in the field here. And that ball's up again as the count goes to 2-0. Porter a little frustrated. She just needs to get it down. She's got the right zone. She just can't keep the ball down. There's
going
one
high.
right there, and that ball's hit a little. And it's going to find the gap into left center as well. Krimmer is going to score from second as they just simply trade bases. So that'll be a double and an RBI for Kennedy.
Yeah, 2 solid hits there for Creamer and Bowen. So
Absolutely, both in around the same area. That brings up the pitcher. Brianna Wolk takes a swing and a miss on the first pitch. St. Gen up to an early lead, 5-0 already. The delivery, and the ball's hit hard up in the air. That ball's going to carry off the wall.
that was a close one there.
Bowen's going to score, and looks like Wolk will come up with a double. So an RBI double is a just
About a
switch
foot higher.
positions again.
That would have cleared the fence there.
So that brings up Lindley Weiner. And looks like the pinch run for the pitcher, Wolk.
Which one?
And so she'll be pinch running Caroline Roth as Lindley takes the ball upstairs. Still only 1 out. As Lindley sitting 1-0, looking to try and drive something here. And she hits something straight up in the air. And big opportunity for Kingston to get an out. And it just pops out of the mid of the third baseman, number 9, Ava Whitehead. So St. Gen will get a second chance here as the count goes to 1-1 with 1 out. So with ones across the board, Porter trying to find another out here. And that ball will be on the outside half, strike. So the count goes to 1-2. And Porter's got to be a little frustrated.
Oh,
There's
you
a
would
couple
think so,
pop-ups there by, she managed to get the batter to hit him up, just can't come down with it.
Yeah.
I know nothing's more frustrating to a pitcher than you do your job to get a ball on the ground or ball up in the air, and then
Yeah,
the
you can't.
defense, just nice play there by Porter as she snags one and gets the out there on a line drive back up the middle. Great job by Weiner to hit the ball just right back at her.
Yeah.
So that brings back up Lila Nix. And she started out with I think a ground out. No, she had a fly ball to the second
pop fly,
baseman.
yeah.
Ball outside. 2 outs. Still got a man on base. And St. Gen leading 6-0 here to start out the first inning. It's been a rough one here for the Cougars to start off with. Nick sees that one outside. Count goes to 2-0. Let's see what Nix does here on this 2-0 pitch. Takes the ball up high. Roth not afraid to get a lead out there after the pitch is established. No doubt she'll get around. She'll be waved if the ball's hit.
Yeah.
Nix will take ball 4, and that'll be a walk. And that'll be up Gracie Bird, who got things started at the beginning of this inning.
Yeah, let's see if she can stay on a roll here and put one in the outfield maybe.
Well, she bunted it down the line.
Yeah, I think we seen her practicing that earlier when we were setting up. She looked like she was pretty good at it. And
Yeah,
so
that was her bread and butter last year. So it looks like the coach and the catcher are talking it over here. I think the catcher had a little bit of a malfunction, I guess, on equipment, getting
Yeah.
that fixed. And we're ready to go back. So here we go. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Man on first and second. Bird up to the plate here. The delivery. Bird swinging a miss, takes a hack at it. Good pitch to swing at, too. Just missed it. She was thinking drive the ball deep. So she steps back in, 0-1 count. The delivery up top, upstairs, and that'll be a ball as the count goes to 1-1 with 2 outs. Bird digs in and takes the strike. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. First and second, so ducks on the pond. Pitch will be up and out, and the count goes back to 2. So deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 6th. Something's going to give here. The delivery, and fouled off. Good pitch to swing at.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Straight down the middle. Couldn't get better there.
Just missed it. So Lila Porter for the Cougars trying to get something going here. Gracie Bird drives one deep, and it's going to sail out for a home run as she hit the ball to the left side, got the wind with her, and drove the ball deep for a 3-run bomb. So Bird,
amazing hit there.
nice job driving the ball as she hits it over left field fence. Nothing the left fielder can do about it. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Olivia Beckerman. Beckerman drove one to left center last time. She digs in. Porter delivers. Ball's hit hard. Out of bounds over the left side, down the third base line, way out of bounds. So out of the field of play, Porter gets the ball back, 0-1 count. Here's the delivery, throws it upstairs. And the count will go to 1-1. Beckerman looking to drive the ball out. Hits one up in the air. It's going to be on the infield. Second baseman will make the catch, and that'll get the Cougars out of the inning, but not before St. Gen scores 9 runs in the first inning as St. Gen goes to the top of the second, leading 9-0. We'll be back in a moment.
You're watching the SGHS Sports Stream, brought to you by Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, Ciro's has been serving the best pizza, pasta, and suds in Ste. Genevieve. Grab a table, sit outside, or pre-order for curbside pickup. Ciro's Family Restaurant, downtown St. Gen's oldest family restaurant and a proud sponsor of SGHS Sports. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, moving into the top of the second. Delivery by Wilk, strike one. So Brianna looking pretty comfortable and should feel that way after she comes back out with a 9-run lead. She just has to relax and fire the ball in there right now. So up to bat for the Kingston Cougars is the number 4 hitter, Esme Harrington. She'll be the number 4 hitter. Takes the ball upstairs. Count goes to 2-1. And that's one of the things they're trying to work on is staying ahead of the count, keeping the balls to strikes low.
Yeah.
Woke with the delivery. Looks on that inside corner, just misses. Count goes to 3-1. Harrington playing patient. The delivery, swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it goes to a full count here. And something's got to give on this pitch. They're looking for their first out. Walk with the delivery, fouled off. Harrington stays alive. Well, after seeing this first inning, Broden, what do you think?
Well, obviously.
Be gentle and be gentle.
I'll try here. St. Gen's, has a heck of an offensive game. They can hit the ball, and I think Porter's she might be having an off night. Getting frustrated like you were saying, but yeah, just overall St. Gen's just having a great first inning there. Being up 9-0, so that's great to see, and I think they're playing really good, really solid right now.
Yeah, when I look at unfortunately Kingston coming in, they're struggling a little bit on the defensive side. I think Porter got to pop up a couple times pitching, and then after they missed and got some runners on and a few extra scores, that allowed some extra hits to happen, and Porter not getting ahead in the count, throwing a lot of balls up too as well.
For sure, yeah.
Wolk throws a second one as she struck out the first batter, Harrington. This brings up Ava Whitehead. Whitehead is sitting on a 1-2 count here as Woke is starting to find the zone. The delivery, ball a little up, nope, and that's going to be strike 3 as Whitehead knew it was belt high and right down the middle.
So Woke's taking care of business right here on the mound.
Yeah, she's retired the side. So it's 0-2 here, or I should say 2 outs, and first pitch is a strike as Tori Whaley comes up to bat, the number 6 hitter for Kingston. Woke from the windup, delivers, ball up. Normally there's a 10-run rule at 5. If right now it's not
Yeah,
there, but it's close.
Kind of wondering how that worked.
As long as the other team is up by 10 going into the 5th, that's about it. And then any time thereafter. So let's say they're not there, they're close in the 5th, but then they go up to 6, that's it. So they won't play the full 7.
Well, that's good to know.
Wolk with the windup, 1-2 count. Ball's hit off the plate. It's going to be called foul. The umpire's on it. So 1-2-2. Wolk gets the sign here. Little conversation here between the batter and umpire. The payoff pitch. Ball way up. She sends it soaring to the backstop. She tried to put a little pepper on that, and it got loose. So the count goes to 2-2 with Deuces Wild. Wolk trying to find something not too sweet, but something that'll get her the out she needs. She likes what she sees, brings it in. That ball's hit up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. So Tori Whaley with a base hit up the middle for Kingston, get their first hit today. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Josie Perry, for Kingston. So Wolk gives up her first hit of the game. Top of the 2nd, 2 outs, man on first. And Perry sits in. The delivery, and the ball's hit up in the air. And looks like there's a little miscommunication between the catcher and first baseman.
Yeah.
And that's going to fall in play, and that'll just be a foul ball. And normally you see a situation like that, you want your fielders, and not that the catcher is a fielder, they are a fielder, but they're coming in on the ball, not running away from it. And it's a very tough catch to make for a catcher to go towards a ball that's going, out towards first base versus the other way around. The delivery inside almost hits her, and the count goes to 2-1. Or I should say 1-1. 2 outs, man on first. Whaley looks it inside, swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Wolk 1 pitch away from retiring the side here. Brianna delivers. Ball's hit up in the air again. And Wolk is all over that. She'll make the catch and finish it off. And that'll be the end of the top of the 2nd. As we go to the bottom of the 2nd, St. Gen leading 9-0 as they look to try and extend their lead. We'll be back in a moment.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
And now, coming to you live and local. Using Dragon Pride, this is SGHS Sports Stream. Powered by Wirecast. Sponsored by Dwayne Doza's Auto Body and Auto Sales. And Ciro's, and exclusively brought to you by Ste. Genevieve High School. Coming back from the top of the 2nd. We're at the bottom of the 2nd now. And St. Gen loads up as number 38. I should say Beckerman is able to kind of dribble one in there at the right side. She kind of nibbled at it, and the right fielder wasn't able to flag it down. So that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring up Addie Lawrence. The delivery, ball up. Porter with the delivery, sends one, and Lawrence drills one to left field. It's cleanly fielded as she tries to get it into second. But Beckerman's able to get there. And so no force out there. Nice piece of hitting there by
yeah,
Addie.
that was a strong hit there.
So Kremer will come up. She drove the ball last time pretty deep. And she gets hit on the hands. That'll go back to the pitcher. And almost a force out at first. Lawrence wasn't going anywhere on a fly ball.
Oh,
She's
no.
got a man in front of her. So that'll bring up Skinny Bowen will come to the plate. And the ball's hit up to left center. It's going to fall in play. And they're going to send her. And a missed catch there by the shortstop, and that'll be a score as Beckerman is able to score from second base. So looks like Bowen will pick up an RBI on that one, and that brings up the pitcher, Brianna Woke. Woke with men in scoring position, first and second. And one out. Ball inside, and that'll advance the runners. Yeah, Walk just has to send one out to the outfield somewhere. She'll pick herself up an RBI. So the count's 1-0 with one out. Lila Porter, the pitcher, delivers. Ball's upstairs, and Woke went fishing for it and fouls it away. So with a 1-1 count, Porter with the windup. Ball's hit foul down the third base line. And she'll go to 1-2 count. Addie definitely aggressive right now.
Oh, yeah. Looking to score.
The payoff pitch. Ball's hit up in the air. And it's going to land, and it's going to be foul as the catcher did not touch it. So it hit fair, but then rolled. As long as catcher doesn't, or anybody touches it while it's in fair territory, that will be considered a foul. And looks like Brianna gets another opportunity at the plate here. That one there, she kind of got jammed on a high pitch. Porter looking to try and deliver again. And this time she hits it to the right side. It's going to fly over a miscue by the right fielder. And looks like Brianna's going to go for three. And she's going to get there standing up. It's a little miscue by the right fielder. As she overruns it, it flies over her head and goes to the fence.
So sub in Roth for Wolk there at third base.
Oh, good eye there. Liliana Wiener to deliver. Swing and a miss. Good pitch to swing at, just a little bit in front of it.
I think she hesitated a little bit on that.
So Wiener, the number 9 hitter, is looking to try and pick up an RBI with Woke over there on third base with one out. And nice pitch on the inside half. And that's strike two. So Porter gets ahead 0-2 on Wiener. Wiener looking to try and cover the plate, put something in play here. Porter gets a sign and delivers. Ball up and out. So 1-2 count. One out with a runner on third. The payoff pitch. Ball's hit up the middle. Nice piece of hitting by Wiener. She drives it up the middle, picks herself up an RBI. They get the ball in fast, but not before a run is scored. And St. Gen up by 13 here in the bottom of the second inning here. Still one out as Lila Nix approaches the plate here. The lefty slugger, lead off for St. Gen. As Porter delivers, and that'll be a steal for Wiener. She takes the extra base off the pitch. And Nix has an opportunity to pick up an RBI here with something in the outfield. And ball looked to be up. That'll be a 2-0 count. Nix, I believe, walked her last time up.
Yeah.
So Lila Porter, the pitcher for the Cougars, delivers. Ball's hit out of bounds down the left field line. The delivery. Ball's hitting the outfield. It's going to be to left field. It's going to fall into the gap, and they're going to try to score. Weiner will score, and Nix with a sliding triple. And she has some wheels.
That she does.
She was able to manufacture a run and a triple out of that. And that brings up Gracie Bird. Bird, the number 2 hitter, looking to pick up an RBI as the score goes to 14-0 in the bottom of the second. St. Gen rocking things out right now.
See if Porter wants to throw her another strike. Last time she's at bat, hit a homer.
So inside pitch, she'll take it for a strike. 0-1 count with still 1 out. Porter looks it in, tries to get Bird to sit down, and she'll send another one upstairs. That'll be a 1-1 count. The delivery. Ball's hit up in the air to left field. It's going to hang and fall in as the left fielder was playing a little too deep. And could have been a play at second, but was a little mismanaged there by the second baseman as the first baseman backs it up for the Cougars, but not before Gracie is able to get to second base. And that'll bring up Beckerman. Swinging a power hit to left side. It's going to be foul as Beckerman. Nice line shot, just can't keep it in bounds.
Yeah.
So other things going on today. Our track team, they left today. Where'd they head out to?
Someone told me earlier. I forgot where it was. Oh, North County.
Ah, so they're doing a North County gig today. No, they left around noon.
Yeah, they left early.
Ball's hit up in the air to left field down the line, and it's going to draw a foul. Looks like the boys will also be playing today in golf, and they are playing, looks like, St. Vincent today at 3:30. So they started off going over to St. Vincent. So it seems like everybody's out playing today.
Yeah.
Baseball, golf, and track. The delivery upstairs. The count goes to 1-2 with 1 out. Man on second. And St. Gen with a commanding lead. 15-0 right now. Porter rears back and throws. That ball's going to be outside. And that's going to bring up 2 balls, 2 strikes. So with deuces wild, Porter looking to try and get Beckerman out. Beckerman drives it to left field. It's going to fall in. Bird is not going to hesitate. She goes to second. And Beckerman picks up an RBI single. So on a 2-2 count, Beckerman drives one to left field.
Got it in play that time.
Yep. Yeah, I feel a little frustrated for Kingston, I'm sure.
Oh, just struggling to get anything going, really.
Yeah, some miscues here. That ball's fouled away by Beckerman. So is that a sister pair?
Yeah.
Beckerman and Beckerman?
One's a senior, one is a junior.
Ah. Wind up by Porter. Can't find the corner, so the count goes to 1-1 with 1 out. The delivery, and the ball's hit to center field, and it flies over the center fielder's mitt. Extra bases all around here as they're going to send Beckerman. They throw it to third, a little miscue, And Beckerman's going to score from first base. And the score goes to 17-0 here as Beckerman scored, and looks like Coach Keim is going to substitute in some new hitters, as it looks like, is it Reese? Yeah.
Reese Piku, yep.
So Piku is going to hit the senior, and she's going to hit for, looks like, Addie Lawrence, the second baseman. Well, and in a game like this, you should be substituting in at this juncture.
Oh, yeah.
You almost got 20
For
runs.
sure, yeah.
It's like a football score.
Mm-hmm.
So Piku will step in for her first at bat today. The senior Dragon.
Oh, no, she's a sophomore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
Ah. Well, then the sophomore steps into play.
Sophomore.
Lila Porter with the delivery. That ball's up. Ball one. Still one out. Kingston desperate to try and get out of this inning without any more damage. So Beckerman at second base. The delivery. Oh, Piku almost pulled the trigger. And that'll be strike one. So 1-1 count. Pitcher's delight. Ball inside, hit. Way foul.
Ooh.
And Piku drives that one to the left side and almost hits some innocent bystanders.
Gosh, that scared me. I
Yeah.
freaking just barely clipped, almost got her there.
Yeah. The delivery, and the ball's hit in the gap. That's going to be a base hit to left field. Coach is going to hold up Beckerman, and so you've got first and third with one out. And that brings up Roth, her first at bat today. And that ball's fouled off as looks like Piku was going off on that one. She's going to try and steal second, which normally happens. Daring the catcher to throw it. Roth digs in. Ball gets past the catcher. Not very many pass balls. Catcher's done a pretty good job of blocking the ball, but that one was not one of them. And that'll advance the runner to second. So second and third now with one out, as Roth could drive one to right field and get 2 RBIs for herself. Porter delivers, and that ball's hit up in the air to the infield. And miscue off the glove of the third baseman, got lost in the sun. Beckerman will score. That'll be 18. So nine runs an inning.
Yeah, that's pretty solid there.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
So Kennedy Bowen will step up to the plate here with one out, first and second. Ball is up. The delivery, and the ball is hit the left field. It's going to fall, and coach holds him up. Bases will be juiced. As that brings up the pitcher, Brianna Woke. Woke looking to drive one into the field somewhere and pick up some more RBIs. I think it's safe to say she may have a win on her hands as a pitcher today.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough to come back from 18 runs.
No doubt.
Woke digs in. Almost pulled the hammer, but didn't. Counts 1-1 with one out. You're just tuning in. We're in the bottom of the second. Score is 18-0. St. Gen up. The Delivery inside. With 1-1 count. Wolk drives one deep into left. And it's going to go over the left fielder's mitt. She loses it in the sun again. And 1 run will score. So Lindley Weiner will step to the plate, the number 9 batter. The delivery. And boy, you got to feel really sorry for Porter right now.
Yeah.
As she's getting them to pop up everywhere. Just basic everyday pop flies, and it's just not able to catch them.
You know, what should be easy outs, really.
Absolutely. You got to be frustrated if you're the coach. And there's a strike. As Porter gets ahead of the count, 0-2. 1 out, still looking for another one. Payoff pitch. Ball's upstairs. Count goes to deuces. Or it goes to 1-2, I apologize. Porter brings it in, and that ball's hit off the end of the bat. Foul to the right side. We'll do it again. Score right now is 20-0 in favor of St. Gen. St. Gen looking to pick up their 4th win of the season. The delivery, and that ball's just smudged right over the third baseman's head, and it'll fall.
Just kind of lightly went right over her.
Not much you can do about that.
Nope, not at all.
And that'll bring up Lila Nix. So Brianna Foff will pinch run for St. Gen as Nix looks in. Bases juiced, still 1 out. As Porter's trying to find somebody on her team to stop the bleeding. The delivery, and the ball's hit the second base, and they'll get 1, and that'll be the 2nd out on a force out by first base. And St. Gen will pick up another run as they move the runners to 2nd and 3rd. Now there's 2 outs. Gracie Bird will step to the plate. Bird hitting a grand slam earlier. The delivery, ball outside. So the count goes to 3-1 with 2 outs. Man on first or 2nd and 3rd. Bird up to the plate here. Something's got to give on this pitch. And she hits one. It's going to be fielded by the third baseman who throws and is not able to get Bird. And that'll clear the bases except for Bird at first. So Bird will get 2 RBIs on that one. And the ball will be hit back as Beckerman fouls it off. And that ball is hit hard, but there was a timeout by the umpire as the runner left too early, and she was called out. And that'll be out number 3.
Kingston caught a lucky break there on that one. And they needed it.
Yeah. So going into the top of the third, St. Gen in a commanding lead, 23-0, as they go into the top of the third. And we'll be right back.
At Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales, you're more than just a customer. You're family. Locally owned and proudly serving our community, we specialize in collision repair, paint work, and quality used vehicles you can trust. Honest pricing, friendly service, and craftsmanship you'll notice. Stop by today and see why locals choose Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales. Contact them at 573-883-9996.
You're watching St. Genevieve Baseball Softball on SGHS Sports Stream, home for your St. Genevieve High School Dragon Sports. Brought to you by our proud sponsors, Ciro's, family owned and operated since 1989, serving the greater part of St. Genevieve with sandwiches, pasta, and suds. Also, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales, proudly fixing and selling cars for our community with over 100 years of combined experience. Dwayne Doza's Auto Sales. Collision needs and repairs are guaranteed. All right, so moving it into the top of the third, St. Gen on top, 23-0, as Woke gets ahead of the count, 0-2 with no outs here. And the windup in the pitch on the 0-2, ball up and out. Addison Horton at the plate here. The delivery and a swing and a miss upstairs, and she fouls that one off. 1-2. I believe there's a 15-run rule after the third. We'll see what happens here. And a swing and a miss as Woke retires Horton. And that'll bring up number 23, Sky Boyster, the center fielder. Woke digs in the delivery, and ball is fouled off to the right side. Woke's pitched a pretty decent game so far, only giving up one hit. Got to give her credit for that.
For sure, yeah. She's
got 4 or 5 strikeouts.
Done a great job tonight on the mound.
Delivery inside and up. She sends a little chin music. And the count will go to 1-2. Or 1-1, I'm sorry. Woke delivers. Swing and a miss up high. Count goes to 1-2 as Boyster tries to drive one up. So with one down, 1-2 count. Payoff pitch. Ball's upstairs, and the count goes to 2. So with Deuces Wild, we'll see what Woke dials up here. She sees her target and sends it in. Ball's going to be hit off the handle, but fouled away nonetheless, as Boyster stays alive. Count stays firm at 2-2. And the ball's hit back to the pitcher. She kind of muffs it. Second baseman will get it. And no go as Boyster is able to beat out the throw as she reaches. So with one out, Kingston's got a runner as the pitcher, Lila Porter, steps to the plate. She's the leadoff, number 1 hitter. This will be her second time up. Looking to try and maybe get a run on the board here. The delivery by Woke, and it's bunted right back to Woke, who steps and throws to first, and that'll get the runner over to second. And that'll bring up number 5, the second baseman, Kendall Blumenstock. So runner on second, 2 outs, trailing by 23. Blumenstock looking to try and pick up an RBI here as Woke goes into the windup and delivers. Ball fouled away. If you're listening out there, we'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors at Ciro's. We appreciate their sponsorship, and they've been with us all year long since football and basketball season. Lord knows I could use a cheeseburger right now.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
No joke.
Thinking about those fries. And Glendoza Auto Body, we appreciate you as well. Picked them up as a sponsor here in the winter. After I got my car destroyed by a runaway deer, they did a great job putting my truck back together, let me tell you. Fantastic collision work.
It's just a little way to, return the favor.
Absolutely, let me tell you. And I would recommend them if you need some body work done or something fixed. Those Auto Body, they'll treat you right.
For sure, yeah.
So that was a swing and a miss there by Blumenstock, and that'll end the game as St. Gen ends up at 3 innings, or 2.5 innings, I should say, as the score is 23-0 in a commanding and definitive win over the Kingston Cougars. And that'll end this game for tonight. But looking ahead here, St. Gen will be moving ahead, and looks like they will travel to Neelyville on Thursday, or I should say Saturday. That'll be their next game. And baseball team will play Redbud on Saturday as well at 10 a.m. in the morning. So, and then the girls will turn around and play that same day on Saturday, Kennett. So it looks like a little bit of a tournament play there going on. So for us, we are out until after spring break. We do not return until the 6th, which I think it's the 7th, which is a Tuesday. And we should have a doubleheader that game. We'll broadcast the boys and the girls at the same time, and we'll see how that works out for us. That's going to be it's going to be something we've never tried before, but I think maybe we might be able to make it happen.
Yeah, it'll be fun, something interesting to do. So
absolutely. Well, I appreciate your time out here, Broden, and I'll see you in about 2 weeks.
All right.
All right. Take care, buddy.